YTPC, Padre, coming to you via the virtual airwaves of YouTube to say, hello, YouTube pipe community. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're finding all the blessings that the Lord has in store for you, because He's got them. Go out looking for them. Find reason to give thanks. And I guarantee you, when you give thanks, you'll find more reason to give thanks. And it'll just perpetuate. I don't know how it works. It just does. It just does. I'm thankful for you, each and every one of you. How about that little intro? Did you see me packing my pipe? You know what I'm packing? I guess you figured it out by the title of this video, as well as that little introduction right here. This here seasonal blend for 2019, brought to us by the good folks at Sutliff. This is called Cringle Flake, as in old Kris Kringle. And this is really a neat tin. It says Cringle Flake, Red Virginia Flake Holiday Edition 2019. It's got the ability to put a little to and from on there. That's kind of neat, so you can gift it to somebody, one of your favorite folks over in the YTPC perhaps. And on the back, it tells a little bit about it. You know what I'm realizing is missing? Oh no, it's on the back here. It's got a little warning label down there. It says, sale only allowed in the United States. Well, isn't that crummy? So for all of my international viewers, I apologize. This may not be of any real interest to you unless you can get a hold of some. I thought on the back here we might have a little bit of an explanation of what's in it. But I tell you what, I'm going to tell you what that is if you would just indulge me for a moment to go ahead and wet my whistle before I put a charring light to this. Little house cleaning. Got some black coffee, or some mud, as my friend Ghost Cobb calls it, in the BRTV mug. And that's always good on a winter's day. Heck, that's good on a summer, spring, and fall day as well. And enjoying today this old Rattray, Old Gowrie, one of my favorite pipes for a Virginia. Let's go ahead and put a little torch to it. Now, that is just a charring light. This is the first time ever I'm enjoying this Cringle Flake. My first bowl ever of this seasonal blend. This just popped up in the mailbox. I gave a quick look-see today on the old YouTuber Neister, and no one had posted anything about it, so I guess you're just getting yours today too, and I'm amongst the first to have some time to put a little video up about it. And again, this will just be some first tasting notes, literally first bowl. And I have to tell you, on first charring light there, let me do a little tamping. There is a flavor here that I am already liking. You might not have been able to notice it in the intro part of the video. It comes a tiny bit moist. And in a perfect world, I probably would have let that sit out for an hour or so, but I didn't. All right, what do they say about this? This is from tobaccoreviews.com. And I'm having some problems keeping it lit. That's unfortunate because I have liked the taste, but I think that's easily correctable with some dry time. Sutliff Tobacco Company's Cringle Flake is a limited edition release for the 2019 holiday season and consists solely, that means nothing else, just this stuff I'm about to say, solely of red Virginia tobaccos pressed into flakes. It delivers flavor of bread and tangy fruit. I'm liking that, with an underlying sweetness that make for a pleasant all-day smoke. It's a straight Virginia, allegedly a flake. You notice there in the opening intro part of the video, I would not call those necessarily flakes. I think they are cut to be flakes. They don't really come, if there's such thing as a crumble flake, I think that's more what it is. It's almost like a wannabe flake that turned into a crumble cake. Whatever, I don't care. It's going to require a little bit of rubbing out. These were just a little too crumbly to pick up and fold and stuff. And again, that could be a moisture thing. It's perhaps if I let this tin sit out and dry out, those flakes may be actually better defined. But again, a straight Virginia, all red. And again, you can get it lit. Boy, it gives you some flavor. It really does. There's a unique sweetness. It's not overpoweringly sweet, but it's that Virginia sweetness that you can't get from any other kind of leaf. It's got that, there's some bready notes. Fact is, I had just put up a tweet within the last day or so, I think, on the old Twitter, where you can follow me, twitter.com/Padre Piper. And I had asked, hey, does anybody know about any bread bombs? I mean, you know what a lat bomb is, right? I mean, but I like that bready note. Any blends that give you that bread bomb, and people made some really nice suggestions, some stuff I haven't tried that I want to. I think that this Red Virginia here is going to be getting in that ballpark. I don't know that it'll be a bomb of breadness, but it is tasty thus far. Again, how I wish I had dried it out, because I do not seem to be able to, there goes my tamper, I don't seem to be able to keep it lit at the moment. But on a good note, despite the fact it's a bit moist and I'm relighting it, it's not getting overly heated. I think, oh my goodness gracious. I think I'm gonna like this blend. I mean, again, this is, you know, I'm a few minutes into my very first bowl of this. I think Sutliff has hit a home run with this. There's a nice mouthfeel about it. There's a taste rolling off the pipe into your mouth. And then there's a linger afterwards. That is everything you want from a Red Virginia. There's a touch of tangy twangy. There's that sweetness, there's that dough. It keeps popping up, that breadiness. I'm loving it. Now, when I was opening this for you before on camera, I'm gonna put the pipe down. I just got it lit. I finally got it going, and I'm gonna put it down now. It's gonna go out on me again. When I opened this for you just a few minutes ago, I shoved my nose in there. I'm gonna do it again because the tin note, it's interesting. I noticed I did this at first. And what I got was, and let me tell you what I'm doing there. What am I, 4 inches away from the tobacco itself? And I get that typical sort of Virginia dark fruit, stewed fruit sort of whiff. But then I did something on accident, actually. I got my nose a little too close to the tobacco. But when you get some, you try this too. Do your whiffer test, but then get your nose right up in there and tell me if it doesn't have a different tin note about it as you get closer. I don't know what it is I'm picking up. It's an odd phenomenon to me. It transports me backwards in time to an olfactory experience that is childhood, school age. I don't know why. Maybe just there were pipe smokers back then. But this isn't the room note. This isn't the pipe. This is I don't know. I'm thinking of elementary school for some reason when I smell this. It's not a chemical smell. It's a very natural smell. This has the potential, in my opinion, thus far, I mean, what, a few minutes into this very first bowl, the only negative I can give you at the moment is I can't keep it lit. My fault, because I probably should have dried it out. I think it's packed okay. I had a really nice draw. The pre-draw, the flavor I got from that really had me anticipating in a good sort of way, wanting to make sure that, number one, I had a good draw, but two, that getting a feeling I'm gonna like this. And it has not disappointed thus far. I'm sniffing a little coffee just to sort of clear that sense up a little bit. I'm gonna take another little swig of some black coffee just to clear that palate as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this a light again. You know, it's out, but I even got that sort of bready note on this dry draw without it being lit. So I'm gonna light it again. I apologize for the relights, but again, just a note to yourself, if you've ordered this, let it sit out for, give it an hour or so maybe, let the tin stay open overnight, do something. And as luck would have it, ooh, my goodness, that is so tasty. I think I'm running out of fluid in this lighter that was gifted to me by the nice kids in the acolyte closet over here at the church. I don't get any kind of casing on this. I think this is an all natural taste and flavor. I think this sentence, it delivers flavors of bread and tangy fruit with an underlying sweetness, is pretty spot on for this. I don't think this is going to be an extremely complex smoke where, you know, at this one of the bowl you're going to get this, at this one of the bowl you're going to get that. I think what you're going to get here is this. Watch this. You know what that is? That's called relaxing with a pipe filled with red Virginias that are tasty and smooth. And though a bit moist, still cool burning and flavorful. And when sipped, that natural sweetness just comes up another notch. This is a relaxing blend, folks. This is a contemplative blend. Thus far, I can tell you it goes good with my black coffee, but what doesn't go good with black coffee? But I could also see this pairing very well, particularly around the holiday seasons, with an adult beverage of your choosing, perhaps a fruity kind of wine. Perhaps even, and this is just my bias because I like them, a dry but dirty martini. Am I having fantasies at the moment of dry and dirty martinis? Well, yes, YouTube, I am. I am having fantasies of a dry and dirty martini. You know, I know there's not much to this. You're sitting here watching me smoke a pipe, and that's what we do in the YTPC. And I probably should have about a half a dozen bowls underneath me before I give any kind of review. But this really is just a first experience, some tasting notes. If I knew where my tamper had dropped, I would tamp down right about this point. Excuse me, one moment while I reach for it. There it is. And just give you some thoughts on this. Again, after drying, those flakes may be more flake-like, might allow for a fold and stuff if that is your way of going about things. They may light and stay lit a little better. I'm assuming that's going to be the case when they dry. But like so many Virginias, what I'm looking forward to on this is next year. I got a feeling that this is going to age to perfection. And I don't think it's going to take a whole lot. I don't think this is one of those 10 or 20 year blends. I think that next Christmas, this is going to bring some people some pleasure. And maybe the genius of this design or this blend is the design that it is a little moist and you have to keep relighting, because I'm telling you, I'm not losing anything by doing that other than it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. But you get that note, that combo note of that natural sweetness, the dark fruit, that a little bit of tangy twangy, with that dough note sitting on top. Not a donut, a bready note. And first impressions, I've got to say, I like it. Now, I like Red Virginias, but I really like this one. And what I find I really am liking about it on first try is it's not immediately making me think of any other Red Virginia I've smoked. It's not making me go, oh, this reminds me of a McClellan. It's not doing that. This is its own thing. I mean, it's not so out of the park that you're like, what is this? You know what you're smoking. It's Red Virginia. And it's a treat. It really is. That's some tasting notes on this. You know, I'm looking in here and I'm realizing, my goodness, I need a haircut. I made a pledge on Twitter the other day that I'm not getting a haircut until Eddie Gray gets a haircut. I don't know if you guys have seen Eddie Gray lately. The boy is looking like a hippie. Just kidding, Eddie, love you. Still checking out that site too. One of those pipes on your site is coming Padre's way for Christmas. I just don't know which one yet. But you know I like those Rossi Rubinos. So I got a feeling another one of those is going to be coming my way. Eddie Gray at the Pipe Nook. Man, this is good stuff. Again, it's just the first bowl of what I think is going to be many bowls of a wonderful holiday release in 2019, a holiday edition, Cringle Flake from Sutliff. Sutliff is doing us really well these days, folks. Shout out to them. Thumbs up to them. They're treating our community really well. I'm going to be selfish about this and tell you I'm going to sign off. You know why? I want to go hang out outside where it's a little cooler, and I'm not a cold weather guy. I just want to go outside, a little brisk air in my face, and just enjoy the rest of this bowl. And boy, I've got it going now. It's not going out on me. And it's continuing to deliver a flavorful, very flavorful smoke. Also, what I want to do is go outside for a while, come back in and check out the room note. I got a feeling the room note is probably just as nice and non-offensive might be the word. I think it's gonna be just as nice as the taste. This is one that probably non-smokers won't have much of an issue with. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of business with that. And I'm gonna sign off for now. Hey, don't forget you can check out my exclusive content over on BRTV as well. Mark VEV and I are currently smoking through the sampler. That's the Boswell English samplers. And every weekend we've got a new video dropping, so check us out over at briarreport.org on BRTV, the Padre Piper channel. Right here on YTPC on YouTube. This is Padre wrapping up my first impressions, first time with Cringle Flake, this holiday blend from Sutliff, a wonderful Red Virginia flake, and just enjoying the heck out of it. I can't wait till some more folks in the community start putting up their first tasting notes with this one. I just want to see if other folks are enjoying it as much as I am. And if they're not, they can send me their tin. I'm happy to take it off your hands. Hey, let me sign off. Padre, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings. YTPC. Padre coming to you via the virtual airwaves. Start this over. All right. YTPC. Padre